Hello students, today in mathematics we are going to begin with the next chapter of algebra and the topic is factorization. So let us start with the very first exercise of it, that is exercise 4a. In this module we are going to discuss about factorizing a given algebraic expression. The result of this factorization will always be the product of two or more simplified expressions which are actually called factors. Now in order to perform it, we need to find the common value among all the terms given, and the steps to take common are as follows. The first step, we need to find the HCF of all the numeric values in each term of the expression given. That means whatever number is there in each term, we are going to find the highest factor of it which is common among all the terms. Then the second step, we are going to pick the variable with highest power that is common in all the terms of the given expression. That means we are going to pick the common value from the numbers also and then from the variables too. The last step, we need to write the common taken as a product along with the remaining expression written within the bracket. So these are the three steps that we need to follow for finding the factors. Let us take an example. We have been given 21x square minus 14x. There are two terms in this expression and this is a binomial. So first of all, we are going to find the highest common factor of 21 and 14. So if you know the table of 7, in the table of 7 we have 21 and 14 both, and that is the highest common factor. So I'm going to take 7 as common. At the same time, for the variables, if you see that x is present in both the terms, the highest power which is common is x. It is not x square, do not get confused. Actually the least power is 1, but this power is available in the first term also, because x square can be written as x into x. So the highest power which is common is actually x to the power 1. So among the numbers we have 7 as the factor, the common factor, and among the variables we have x as the common value. So what will be the answer? The answer will be 7x taken common. Within bracket we have 3x minus 2. Now how did it happen? Now 7x, when it is taken common from the first term, what should we multiply to 7 to get 21? It is 3, because 7 into 3 is 21. That's why in the bracket the first term has 3 as the number. Similarly, because x we have already taken common, so what should be multiplied to x to actually make it as x square of the first term? So the only thing that has to be multiplied is x. That's why within the bracket we have 3x as the first term. Now this is a positive thing that we have taken common, but the second term in the expression is negative. So what should we multiply to plus to make it minus? It has to be minus. That's why in the bracket we have minus. And finally, 7 into what is 14? It is 2. So we have written 2 within the bracket in the second term. And x is already taken outside, so 7x into 2 will surely give you 14x. So this is the final thing that we get, 7x as the common thing getting multiplied to the remaining expression within the bracket. Because they are in the form of product, so these are the required factors, and we have factorized the given expression. Let us start with the exercise now. Question number 1. The part that we are solving has 15x plus 10y. Now in the variable, if you see, there is nothing common. So we are going to find the highest common factor of 15 and 10. So the common value that we get is 5. So 5 is taken outside, and within the bracket we have 3x plus 2y. I hope you can get it, because 5 into 3x will give you 15x. Plus into plus is plus, that's why you have plus in the bracket. And 5 into 2y will give you 10y. So now this is the final result, because 5 as a common value is getting multiplied to the remaining terms of the expression, and these are the factors. So we have factorized it. In the next part we have px plus py. The thing which is common in both the terms is the letter p. So we are going to take p outside, and the remaining terms will be written within the bracket. So it is p with outside and within the bracket we have x plus y. And how to cross check that whether your answer is correct or not? Try multiplying it inside the bracket and see whether you are getting the initial expression or not. P into x will give you px plus p into y will give you py. So that's the answer. Next part is 2ab minus 6ac. Now a is present in both the terms. 2 and 6 has a common factor, that is 2. So we are going to take 2a common, and what is left? B in the first term and minus 3c in the second term. So this will be the answer. Moving ahead with question number 2. In the first part it is a square b plus ab square. Now the least power of a, if you see, is a to the power 1, which is there in both the terms. So we will take a common. Similarly, the least power of b, that is common in both the terms, is b to the power 1. So we are going to take b also common. So what do we have? ab as the common value, and what is left in the bracket? We have a plus b, because ab into a will give you a square b, plus into plus will give you plus, and ab into b will give you ab square. Hence this is the required answer. Now in all these parts you have to notice that the last answer that we are getting, the factors that we are getting, are always in the product form. So that is what is important. Moving ahead with the next part. 32mn square minus 24np square. 32 and 24 has a highest common factor as 8, because in the table of 8 you get 32 and 24 both. Among the variables, n is present in both the terms, so the least power of n is taken common. So I have 8n as the common value. What is left now? 4mn in the first term minus 3p square in the second term. And you can always cross check the answer. So this becomes the answer for this part. Moving ahead with question number 3. In this part it is given 9a square minus 6a minus 18. The variables are not present in all the terms, so we will not take any common thing from the variables, because whatever you are taking common should be present and in each and every term. So we are going to focus only on the numbers. 9, 6, 18. They all come in the table of 3. So taking 3 common, what is left in the expression? Within the bracket we will write 3a square minus 2a minus 6. Why so? Because 3 into 3a square will give you 9a square. Plus into minus will give you minus. 3 into 2a will give you 6a. And similarly plus into minus will be minus. 3 into 6 is 18. So this becomes the answer of question number 3, third part. Moving ahead with question number 4. In this part it is given 5x cube minus 10x square y plus 15xy square. Taking the common factor from the numbers, the highest common factor, if you see, is 5. And from the variables, x is present in all the terms. The least power of x is 1. So we are going to take 5x as common, and the remaining values will be written within the bracket, and that gives you the result. Moving ahead with the next part, 36x square y minus 12xy cube minus 18x square y square. Among the numbers, you see 36, 12 and 18, which comes in the table of 6. And x and y are present in all the terms. So we will take 6xy as common, and the remaining values will be written within the bracket like we have done in the previous questions. Moving ahead with question number 5, starting with the second part of it. It is 6x cube yz minus 8xy cube z plus 10xyz cube. Again, xyz is present in all the terms. So we are going to take among the variables xyz as common. 6, 8 and 10, all the three numbers come in the table of 2. So the highest common factor is 2. So we are going to take 2xyz common, and within the bracket we get 3x square minus 4y square plus 5z square as the answer. Moving ahead with the next part, it is 12abc minus 6a square b square c square plus 3a cube b cube c cube. Among the numbers we get 3 as common, and among the variables we get a, b, c as common. So what is left? We will have 4 as the first term within the bracket minus 2abc plus a square b square c square. And how are we getting this answer? Again the step remains the same. If I cross multiply this common value with all the terms in the bracket, we should get the same expression. 3abc into 4 will give you 12abc. 3abc into minus 2abc will give you minus 6a square b square c square. Similarly, 3abc into plus a square b square c square will give you plus 3a cube b cube c cube. So that proves that the answer is correct. Moving ahead with question number 6, it is 4 into x minus 3y minus 2y into x minus 3y. Now what you need to notice here is that in both the terms we have a bracket which is common, x minus 3y. So what we are going to do, we are going to take the bracket common as it is. So if I take x minus 3y as a bracket common, what is left? We will have 4 in the first term and minus 2y in the second term. So my answer would be x minus 3y as the common bracket, and the second bracket will be 4 minus 2y. Moving ahead with the last question of the exercise, the third part of it. So in this part you will see that a plus b as a bracket is common. So we are going to take that bracket common. Once you take a plus b common, what is left? In the first term we have 2a plus b, in the second term plus 3a plus 2b, in the third term minus a plus 4b. Now we are going to simplify the second bracket because we have the like terms. So what do we have? A plus b remains as the common bracket. In the second bracket we have 2a plus 3a minus a. See the third bracket. Minus will get multiplied to both the terms. So minus into plus a will be minus a. Minus into plus 4b will be minus 4b. So this is how the brackets are opened and the sign changes. So solving the like terms, you will get the final answer as a plus b into 4a minus b. Moving ahead with the next part. In this part, if you see, again the bracket has to be taken common. So I have taken x square plus y square plus z square common, and the remaining terms from each term will be taken in the second bracket. So it will be 6ab plus 8cd minus 9bc as the second bracket. So this becomes the final answer. Students, as an assignment, you have to do the questions discussed in your fair notebook, and the remaining questions can be tried in some rough notebook. Now it has been observed that most of the students, I will say, actually no student is coming up with any sort of query whenever the assignment is posted in the classroom. So make it sure, students, that the teachers are going to help you only if you are going to ask your queries. You have to do the assignment according to the instructions and remain sincere in doing your work. If you are not going to ask any query, the teachers won't be able to help you out. So take care and keep your work completed. Stay safe, students. Thank you so much.